Welcome. This should hopefully be a kind of a fun lesson. There's no math so much involved, no adding or subtracting, no numbers. All we're trying to do is look at what we call is a net of a solid or geometric three-dimensional figure. Pretend like it's a cone that's hollow. All sides are cut out and laid out flat. So when that happens, dotted lines would be like edges where there was a corner to a object. Now this doesn't have any edges. It's a smooth curve all the way around. The only edge we really have is the circle at the bottom. So here's our circle at the bottom, and then this is the cone part that wraps around. So our net would be this one. Now this one here, again, we have this net. They give us the net. Now, obviously, it should be quite straightforward that we should have triangular pieces if it was the net of this pyramid. The net of the cube, though, has how many sides? 6 sides, and it's been laid out flat. And again, these little dashed lines would be like an edge that's been folded out. So they cut along some of these sides and they lay it out. So obviously that's going to be, hopefully that's obvious, it's going to be the cube. Again, here we have some rectangles, but I don't see any rectangles in here, so that's obviously the pyramid. Again, just kind of a fun little thing. Now here, again, we only have 1, 2, and then this third side over here, 1, 2, 3 sides, right? And you're going to get a, not so much a fourth, but because you see one twice, the 2 little triangles on the edges, it's going to be that one. Now here's a good one. Now this one, we're going to have to count the number of sides. In other words, this is a pentagon, so it would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges. So when I lay it out, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd actually see a 6th one because you see the one that you cut twice. But see, there's way too many. There's 7. But here I have a hexagon, and the hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So maybe better than counting the edges, count the sides. There's 6 rectangles. Here there would be 5 rectangles and the 2 pentagons. This would be the hexagon with the 6 sides. Well, this is a hexagon. That right there kind of gives it away that it's this one. But we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So that's the hexagon. Again, here looks like we have a octagon, which means there's 5 rectangles that go around. Not 5. Wow. An octagon doesn't have 5. An octagon has 8. Has 8 sides that go around it. Well, this is 5. This was my pentagon. I don't know if that's why I said 5. It could have been. But this has the 8 sides along it plus the 2 octagons. Again, we have a pentagon with rectangular sides. So it's definitely not that one. So again, this should be just a quick, easy, fun little lesson. We have 2 circles and one rectangle that has no dotted lines. See, that's where I'd talk about the dotted lines. There would be dotted lines if there was multiple rectangles around, and plus the ends are not circles, those are pentagons. So this has to be the cylinder. The reason we're learning this is eventually we're going to have to find the surface area of these figures, or at least some of these figures. And the easy way to find the surface area is to lay out these 3-dimensional figures as nets, and then you find the area of each of the 3-dimensional or the 2-dimensional flat surfaces. Obviously, this is a pyramid. We have that square bottom and the 4 triangular sides. So it's that one. Again, this really shouldn't get any harder. If you have any questions on, which net makes a rectangular prism? Rectangle, that ain't a rectangle, that's a rectangle. So again, they're gonna start giving you names. So a cylinder, cylinders don't have sides, and the dotted lines means those are separate sides, so they're gonna be cylinder. Okay, which figure will this net make? Oh, they're starting to give you names. So I got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides, or we have an octagon and an octagon. Well, that's an octagonal prism. It's not triangular, it's not hexagon, it's not a cone. So again, you might have to look up a name if you forget what a cube is. Hopefully you don't forget what a cube is. That's definitely not a cube. Again, triangular pyramid. Well, that's going to be that one. Again, if you have any questions, please do bring them to class and I will help you at that point.